Peace, love, and light, ICSP family. Today we got a very, very powerful topic. Today we're going to talk about the beautiful, lovely ladies. And as a man that has a daughter and a man that really loves his mom to death, I have a special place in my heart for all the beautiful ladies. And all the women out here, this is a strong message that I really want to portray to you guys. So before we get started, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share this video so we can spread it to the masses. So when I look at our society and I really look at women in general, I see a lot of heartbroken women. You know, a lot of women that are dealing with a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and it stems from, I think, the majority of it not having a father. So a lot of women are seeking validation. And I know that can be tough because what happens generally is that women, they'll seek men that really, I'm just going to be blatant here. These men really aren't shit. You know, they're not really providing anything for you financially. They're not really pouring into your soul. They're not feeding your spirit. And a lot of you guys are just looking for a little bit of attention in any way that they'll give you. And most of these men just want to sleep with you. You know, so it's really painful for me to watch so many beautiful ladies when I know that all they're really seeking is the validation from the man. And that's why I stress the importance of a man so much. And, you know, we really need to do better as men so that you ladies can really strive towards having a man that's a strong leader and a strong man that's going to guide you. But if you guys are going through so much pain, you guys are kind of pushing away the men now, you know, and a lot of that pain and that trauma might have stemmed from your childhood. And I understand that there's a lot of women that I've talked to personally, and you know, a lot of them went through traumatic childhoods. Maybe you've been molested, you know, maybe you've been beat, and you know that's kind of why you guys have no self-love, you have no self-worth. But you know, as you tend to grow older, I think it's really important for you guys to start doing some of that self-work too. Ladies, you guys really need to start healing yourself. You know, you guys have to really start seeing yourselves as more than just sex. Because a lot of you women out here, you guys are special. You guys are caring. You know, you guys are powerful. You guys have real love within your heart. And I know that you guys really want to have a family that is perfect, but you guys are just stuck in the past. And I know that hurts a lot for you ladies. I know as a woman, it can be hard, especially because more of you guys don't want to deal with men no more, because a lot of men, like I said, they don't have anything more than just wanting to take advantage of you. And you know, that's why I think it's really important to talk about both sides of this, the men and the women, because what I see is there's a lot of single mothers. And you know, I have a special place in my heart for single mothers, because my mom was a hard working woman. You know, my mom was a woman that was strong. You know, she never really complained about things. She just, when the time came and the bills had to be paid, she got to it. You know, my dad, he wasn't around so much, so my mom would cook, my mom would clean, my mom would pretty much go to work and still come home and deal with me and my brothers. And me and my brothers, we weren't the best children, I want to be honest with you. You know, I was to a certain extent, but, you know, my other brother was out running the streets and doing things like that. So my mom really had her hand full, and then she was still trying to work full time too. So it was really hard. So that's why I have such a special place in my heart for all these single moms. I generally know that it can be tough for you women out here because you guys have no man in your life, and you guys have children, and then you have to work and deal with the bullshit that you're going through with that work, and at the same time having to come home and trying to raise a man, especially if you're trying to raise a man. Because I think, in my opinion, it's really hard for a woman to teach a man how to be a man. And that's why it's like a domino effect, because we have women that don't know how to teach a man. And then the men are growing up and they're really having anger in their heart because their father's not in life. So they're seeking love too. And then they're taking advantage of the women. And then the women have no father in the household. So then they're pretty much going down the cycle of seeking validation too. And they're just giving any man their body and giving them any energy that comes just because they're seeking validation. You guys just have to do your self-work too. You know, you have to just truly find love within yourself and stop selling for these men that don't bring you any type of value. You know, if they're not trying to really be a strong leader, And I know the time that we're living in, it's really hard to find a man that's like that. And that's why I think it's really, really an agenda that's being pushed to really make women become independent and make men just want to just take advantage of women, because as it's so hard for the men to get the sex. So when they want to get the sex, that's all they want. And then they want to move on to the next. And, I think right now, women and men both, they need to do inner work. But I do think that women in general, they are such a beautiful, loving creatures. God created them as a spitting image of us. So I think that we need to start showing more love to women too, and really embrace them and give them the love and the validation that they need in a positive way, though. As men, we can't do it in a negative way. We have to do it in a positive way and show that these women, that we do care for them, and we can look at them for more than just sex. That's what we need to start doing with these women. All you ladies out there, we really need to start being stronger, positive role models for you women, so that you guys can want to be in your natural submissive ways. Because I think that's what it boils down to. A lot of women, they want to be independent. They want to be alpha males because they don't think that a man has enough value to be submissive towards them. And I think that's where it really begins. As the man, we do have to do better. And I've acknowledged that, and I've said that numerous times, that men, we do need to do better in all aspects of life. But women, I also challenge you guys too, because it's not just us, it's you too. You guys have to really start learning how to love yourself. I think that's extremely, extremely important, because you guys have more than just looks. A lot of women are smart. A lot of you guys are capable of doing things on your own now, but in the world that we're living in, you still have to be in a position to where you have the security for men too, because that's how our foundation is based upon. We want to provide security for you. And then at that point, you guys can provide the love for us. And I think that's how the dynamic should go between one another. That, at the end of the day, you can be comfortable showing yourselves and who you really are to us. And we're not going to put you in a position to, you guys can't feel like you're vulnerable. We need to do better as men so you guys can show us your vulnerable, your side. And, you guys can open up to us and we won't destroy your hearts and really damage your hearts. But it goes vice versa. As women, you guys have to do the same too. If we open up to you and we show you guys who we really are, you guys can't take advantage of us and just try to destroy us just because of the money that we bring to the table. So I think it goes both ways. So I know it's a cold world out here, and I know that there's a lot of men out here that are just evil and they're wicked and they're really trying to take advantage of you ladies. And a lot of you ladies watching this video, it might be a woman right now watching this, and you feel like giving up on all men. You feel like all men are just evil, and you feel like nobody cares and nobody sees you. But I'm here to let you know that I do care, and I'm here for you, and I understand the grind that you're going through, and I know it's tough. I know it's real tough out here. And, there's times where you just want to question everything. Like, why are you put in this position? Why did you have to go through this? Why did you have to be that person that get molested by maybe as a family member or something like that? And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And no woman should ever go through that. No woman should ever have to go through the evil. Like, there's just so much evilness that I see with men sometimes. And they really just want to destroy women. And, if they don't want to say sorry and you want to hear that, as a woman, if you're watching this video and you needed a man to say sorry for what the actions that they did, I'm here to let you know I'm sorry. As men, I'll take accountability for a lot of these men out here. I'm truly sorry that you had to go through that. So, I think that you need to start going down a path to where you can start healing yourself now. And at the end of the day, try your best to keep your head up. I know that you might have a goal and you feel like that goal it's never going to be attainable. But you can, and you can find that man that you want. But you just have to go through a lot of these men that aren't shit. You just have to just keep cycling through them. And if God really wants to provide that man for you, he'll come your way. So, I think that this was a message that was really weighing on my heart for the ladies. And, I really do care for you. And I really do love all the women out here. Like I said, if nobody cares, I do care. So ladies, keep your head up. Until the next time, peace, love, and light, ICSP family.